Yes, guys, welcome back to another YouTube video, and it's going to be a weekly outset for the 18th of November 2024, brought to you by myself, Ryan. Jumping straight into it, obviously on gold, we look through the weekly outset, top-down analysis, going through the time frames to see what we are going to be predicting for next week. So, without further ado, um, since the election, Trump got voted in, of course. We've been heavily bearish. You can just see this previous weekly candle, 15th, 1,500 pips. So very heavily bearish overall. So just basing things off the weekly, we did have so we created our resistance now. Just off the weekly, just going to quickly go over, and we had this strong bearish drive, mostly pushed by fundamentals. But looking at it from a technical analysis point of view, we did have this support at 2648, 286, and we have strongly closed below that support on this current candle. Now we have still got clean range coming all the way down to 2494, 167. So we can expect price to, at least if we do respect the previous candle high and then break the previous candle low. Um, as long as we have that candle structure, I will expect price to carry on driving bearish. Let me just draw a quick annotate that quickly. I will expect price to continue bearish to fill that the rest of that range, especially with how heavily bearish we've been since the election. There's no reason really, if we do have that same market shift, the structure, sorry, that we shouldn't continue to drive down to at least. So again, we respect this previous candle high, broken previous wick, and then continued for the rest of that range. So that is one scenario. As long as we do get my words out, Ryan, respect that previous high, expect to continue going bearish. We will have another situation where if we are looking to have a bullish week, I think overall the rest of the month we are going to carry on going bearish. But if we're going to have a weekly candle with a slight pullback just to grab a bit more liquidity, this would be the situation. Um, I believe price would not really create a top wick straight away, maybe just a small double wick, and then, or even no top wick at all, drive down, entice some more sellers into the market. We may even tap into that previous support that I was talking about anywhere at 2494, and then reject just to finish probably a small bullish candle liquidity grab, I would believe, for the rest of the month. So we may see something like that. Um, might finish small doji, but there's a couple of scenarios there that I'll be looking out um, for this week, especially just with the fundamentals, with Trump being elected. That's it's hard to not keep bearish signals in mind. So anyway, let's get down to the daily. Start looking at some potential areas of interest again. So not Friday was really rubbish, to be honest. In terms of the daily, look, price opened and price closed pretty much at the same price. Um, we opened up as so, and we failed, as you can see. Just zoom in a little bit more here. You can see obviously the overall trend very bearish, but we failed to break the previous high or the previous low. And it's going to make tomorrow pretty difficult, the bias, because when you fail to break the previous high low, it's really bad market structure, it's bad candle price action, makes it really unpredictable for the next candle, which we're going to be having to rely on the lower time frames for. Obviously that's what we use anyway, but just for an overall bias on tomorrow. But anyway, as you can see, we have respected that previous support um, at 255339 on the daily. So we do get a closure below on the daily. I would expect price to at least come down and fit in this clean candle to the left-hand side and to come down to 2513752. For buys, of course, it's going to make it tricky. because we have got all this clean range to the left, but we haven't actually formed um a support or resistance yet. We're still bearish, like we're still creating bearish candles. I would like to see um at least a new range formed in this area, which we may do for the week, to be honest, but we'll see. Um, in this area, and then we'll wait for a candle to close above to fill these clean candles up to the upside, or if we get the candle closure below this area, then we can. That's when, if we get that candle closure below, we can expect this clean range to be filled. Um, so yeah, makes it a bit hard on a daily just because we've just been so bearish, but. It's not to worry anyway because we have created clean candles, which is really nice. It's going to be really good for the next month or so. Coming down to a 4 hour, this is where we get a lot cleaner picture, and this is where we can get some uh really if we can get some more clearer price action um of where potential closures can happen. So we have the support formed 2559 339 on the 4 hour. Then we have the resistance at 2572 766. Now, if we get a closure below the 25559 area, then we can expect price to drive down to 2543,650 just based on the 4 hour there. And again, just like on a daily, I'm going to leave that there. We get the closure, and then so yeah, we've got the nice clean candles there. We got what we got over 100 pips, easy, really nice clean range. Again, later in the week, it might be later in the week, might be later on tomorrow. We don't know yet, but we get the closure below 2543,650. Then we can expect that clean range to be filled to the left hand side on the 4 hour, matched up nicely on the daily before it starts getting a bit choppy. So yeah, that's really nice um, for sell side there. And on the flip side, we get a closure above 2572,766. I'll put my first take profit point. We've got really nice clean candles. I'm going to use this previous support as the first TP, 2592940, the first target area, and then we'll to fill the rest of the range, we'll come up to the previous resistance with the rest of that clean candle at 2612282. And then further on later in the week, we've got this point of interest. And then I'd like to see, because I always say little hidden gems. Yes, it does look like clean candles, but if you're looking for another take profit point, a key level would be the no top wick here. As soon as I see them to get taken out, write this down. Take note because when they get taken out, you see reactions. Um, so I will be using that as a target point. If we keep closing up below, again we've got another resistance there. Could use that as a target point. We've also got. I'd expect price to come through this clean candle anyway. But yes, it's nice to take partials on the way. Coming all the way up to here anyway. So really clean on the 4 hour. We come down to the hourly. Um, we just tied it up a little bit on the hourly. It's pretty much the same. Support area exactly the same. Resistance just tied it up a little bit up to 2576116. Other than that, everything stays the same. It's all matching up really nice. I'm really looking forward to next week looking at this. Um, again to the upside, wait for the closure. This is a no trade range. Don't trade in here. Wait for closures. You can have a nice TP point first of all here, 2551904. I mean, that's still 80, 90 pips, so it's really nice. And then yeah, we've got the rest of the clean candles coming down to there. What I'll do now, I'll jump down to the half an hour and 15 minutes, so we can just tie it up a little bit more. Might be able to find some more. Yeah, we could tighten up a little bit more now. Off the 15 minutes. So what we'll do, put our support, most recent support level at 2560336. We'll get that closure below there tomorrow. Hopefully it comes more in towards the London session, pre-London, because I don't want to be trading in Asian. Number one, I'm asleep. Number two, it's a low volume session. So not great to trade in most of the time. So yeah, first TP, really healthy 30 pips coming down to support. Got the clean candles to the left downside. And then we've got the wick fill, which is really nice, matches up nicely. After that, we've got come down to 2551904. Perhaps later on in the day. Just going to tie that up a little bit. One really nice clean candles if we get that closure below 255104. Got this lovely clean candle coming down to 2545805. Um, Gets a bit messy here, but so I would avoid trading within this area here. If it comes to later on in the week, I don't want to be trading there. I'd probably want to see a nice closure below them wicks, to be honest. Let me just look to the left-hand side if we get to it. Yeah, clean down there. That's nice. I need to now. I'm just gonna mark out them wicks quickly so I can get a better picture. So here we want a closure below these wicks, ideally. They're not really nice wick fills because it's a lot of rejection wicks. So now let me come over to the left-hand side. Bear with me, guys. It's all worth it in the end, I promise you. So lovely, yeah. Get a closure below blend wicks. We've got really nice clean candles to the left-hand side. Really clean, really like this. So yeah, it's coming all the way back, basically coming. I'll use of reference points, like here we've got this previous resistance, got the rejection wick, so it's obviously a key point where prices reacted to. So you can use that at 2527767. I'll then use this resistance here, more clean candles to downside later on in that week. After that, though, continuing for sales, I wouldn't trade in this range here. It's very choppy. Might be later on in the week. I'll wait for the closure below 2510454. Then we've got more clean candles coming down to that support at 2504462, and that should do us for the week because that is a lot of pips. You never know with these Trump elections, but essentially just keep waiting for the looking left. Is there clean candles? Where can you mark out your key areas? Where can you mark out your support and resistances? Where does price react most is where you want to be marking your charts up. How about for buy side? Um, Buy side, I'll be looking. I'll be looking at ideally if price just ranges within this 30 pip range during Asia, that would be perfect. Um, so if so, I'll be looking for a closure below above 2563929. Got nice clean candles to the upside for 2567634. That'll be my TP1. And then I'll just be looking to ride up to top of this range here, 2572895. After that, I'm not going to be trading until we get the closure above that 4 hour area that we marked out earlier, 2576116 up here. So it comes into a bit wicky, choppy mess, not clean, but then it is clean after we hit that key level I just read out, up to 2581220. It's perfect. And then I'll be looking at another TP point here, 2584651. Later in the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if price reaches up to the buy side, we're waiting for the closure above here. Because then we've got the clean candles again, up to 2592940. First reference point. Second reference point to look for more buys, taking more partials at 2605510. Keep riding the wave up. Another key area here, looking at the mess to the left-hand side here, where price reacted off these Asian highs. You can see on that day there. When was that? Wednesday? And then we ride it to the top. And again, uh, unlikely that's going to come up this far, but if it does, wait for the closure above 2615848. Got the wick fill, which is quite nice because it's pretty hefty wick fill. We'll go for that for first reference, and then after that, more clean candles coming up to our support at resistance 2624137. I think that's about it, guys. Trade safe. We've had a really good couple of weeks. Let me just check the news for you guys before I go. Let me just check the news. Um, so I'll hop on over to Forex Factory. I don't think you can see this because I've only got trading view shared, but I'll run it through it with you anyway. So nothing tomorrow to be of any concern. Um, Tuesday, nothing to be concerned about. Wednesday, nothing to be concerned about. Thursday, oh, there is. Unemployment claims on Thursday. Red followed flag 1:30 p.m. UK time. So we'll be avoiding that half an hour before. a half an hour after. That's what I like to leave them gaps. Wait for the news to settle. Um, Friday, Flash manufacturing PMI, Flash services PMI, some more red folder news. At 2:45 UK time, so before that as well. But yes, that does wrap it up now, guys. I will see you on the next one. Get in the Cruise Effects Telegram if you're not in there, completely free. Always got the updates. This is where I'll be posting all the time. Um, and yeah, Market Cruiser, want to come and join the course. 75 plus win rate at the moment, really smashing it at the moment. I'll tell you the exact win rate. 76.47. We've broken the 47. Yeah. So anyway, I'm blabbering on. Hope you have a good weekend, rest of the weekend this evening, guys. Um, See you on the charts tomorrow. Really looking forward to next week. Um, don't please, it really helps me out if you like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying these weekly outlooks. And yeah, see you on the next one.